My name is Geoffrey Donnan. I'm Director of the Florey Neuroscience Institutes here in Melbourne. One of the great advances in science has been in the neurosciences over the last 20 to 30 years. And I'd say of those two areas, the ones I'd really draw attention to is first in imaging and the other is in developments of genetics. And I suppose both of those are very much dependent upon ICT and computational biology. And this is, I think, coming to what we call big science. You need big platforms to get big results. Diseases of the mind and brain are the major contributors to disability worldwide. There have been extraordinary developments in neuroscience over the last 20 or 30 years. During my career, I've seen the emergence of neuroscience in a way that we would never have thought imaginable. There are exciting areas here that are occurring in Melbourne and globally, and two that spring to mind are in the area of neuroimaging, which over a 30-year period have gone from incredibly primitive techniques to now amazingly sophisticated techniques of imaging from the single cell and within cells right through to macro images of the brain. And the other area is in genetics. Again, over a 20 or 30-year period, extraordinary developments where we had a fairly simplistic understanding of the genetic makeup of the human and related to neuroscience to now a very, very sophisticated understanding which is unravelling the mysteries of diseases of the brain. There is some really exciting research going on here at the Florey, if I could just draw attention to a couple of them. One of them is in the area of genetics, where, as I was saying, there have just been unbelievable developments over the last 10 or 15 years or so. Ingrid Scheffer, one of our star female scientists, has been responsible, together with a colleague at the University, Sam Berkovic, in discovering the first half-dozen genes associated with the familial forms of epilepsy. And this has absolutely revolutionised our understanding of the underlying pathogenesis of epilepsies. And probably even more importantly than that, it opens the whole world of opportunity to develop new therapeutic agents. So this, to say the least, is significant. My particular area is stroke, where there are huge developments going on in terms of introduction of new therapies. When I started as a young investigator, quite a few years ago now, there were absolutely no proven interventions for stroke. And I suppose for most of my career I thought that was going to be the case, even though we're all trying, of course. But during my career, there have been introduced 4 proven interventions. And one of them, of course, is the clot-dissolving agent, TPA, or thrombolysis, as the technique is known. And we here at the Florey have been associated with the introduction of this, together with colleagues at the Austin Hospital, Royal Melbourne Hospital, and others around the world, in helping introduce this quite revolutionary approach to stroke management. Melbourne is quite unique in a number of ways in enabling us to take advantage of 2 important environments. One is the university, so the Florey itself, as you may know, is on campus here at Parkville, as well as on campus at the Austin Hospital within the healthcare system. So being in the 2 most important systems in the country is of a massive advantage to us. So within the university system we've got access to ICT, to computational biology, to chemistry, physics, etc., etc. And within the healthcare system we've got access, of course, to patients because we must be in a position to be able to translate discovery into therapies.